Hello watch friends, Louis from the Wholecut here. The Flieger watch is one of the most iconic watch designs in history. The unmistakable case shapes and dial designs make them immediately recognisable, with one slight downside. They all look very similar, almost indistinguishable. It's an inevitable consequence of the original designs being commissioned during World War II, manufactured to set specifications. For that reason, you can find Flieger watches at all price points, but few brands have heritage as notable as Laco, one of the 5 manufacturers that produced watches for the Luftwaffe during World War II. This is the Laco Aachen Oliv 39, and it's a little bit different. I've been searching for this watch for about 2 years now, but it's limited to just 250 numbered pieces, and as such it's pretty hard to find. I was tempted to buy a normal Flieger to scratch the itch, but if you are a regular viewer you will know that I don't do normal, and I'm very glad I waited for this one to come along. This Laco has an extra something with its PVD bronze case and olive coloured dial. It's a combination that really works. The aging on the case and the faux patina superluminova old radium on the dial makes it look like something that could actually be 80 years old. It isn't quite taken to the extreme that some Laco models are, which look extremely beaten up. One of my favourite features is the onion shaped crown, really cool. The watch comes on this fitting leather strap with rivets and a signed buckle, and it's also really cool. Not only does it look the part, but it's also very soft and comfortable too. As the name suggests, it's 39mm in diameter, which is smaller than this style of watch would have been back in the day, as they were intended to be worn over flight jackets, with an emphasis on legibility. But I appreciate the smaller 39mm case size, as I won't be going full regalia anytime soon, and this watch is unlikely to see the inside of a cockpit. It's plenty big enough for my tiny 6-inch wrist, and it might look a little bit oversized, but that's fine for this style of watch due to its history. It's 11.75mm stick, which is not too thin and not too chunky, just a nice presence on the wrist. And the lug to lug is relatively short, 46.5mm, with a lug width of 18mm. The crystal is sapphire, and there's a display case back etched with the specifications, showcasing the automatic movement. The watch is water resistant to 50 metres, so you'll be hoping not to make a splash landing if you can help it. Here's a shot of the loom for those who find this important. Back to the movement, it's a 21 jewel Laco 21, a slightly modified Miyota 821A. It has an accuracy rating of -20 to +40 seconds a day, and a power reserve of 42 hours. It hacks and hand winds, and is a relatively robust and reliable movement. It has a skeletonized rotor with Laco branding, which allows you to see more of the movement. And there's a little bit of decoration, which is nice to see. It isn't all good though. In typical affordable Miyota fashion, the rotor is a bit noisy, and there's a ghost state position. These aren't huge issues, but something worth bearing in mind for sure. I believe newer versions of the Aachen use the Laco 2S, aka the Miyota 82S0, which has no date function, but none of them look quite as nice as this watch does. I paid £279.19 for this watch second hand, which I'm very pleased about. It's a bit less than what a standard Aachen costs brand new, but this special edition retailed for £390, so it's a significant saving, especially considering they don't pop up on the secondary market very often, so who knows what it's really worth. So what's the verdict? I think it's lovely. The design, the colours, the strap. I'm even charmed by the display caseback, even though they are really a bit of a gimmick. I've recently taken up hiking, and this is the perfect watch for outdoor adventures, where you want something that looks and feels a bit more rugged. I know there are some people that find these sorts of watches distasteful due to the war connection, but I don't think they glorify war, Instead, they are a relic of a bygone era of watchmaking, but a very important one nevertheless. Let me know in the comments what you think. That's all I've got time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.